Good afternoon, bumblebees and Goddard family. This is Mr. Miles out on a little walk in nature. Decided, since we are talking about health and well-being, a walk outside is the best way to get a little bit of exercise, get your heart going. So I wanted to talk to my friends about what different kind of cool things you can find while you're out on a walk. And as, of course, with any sort of activity, always make sure you have your parents' supervision and permission to go out, be safe, don't wander off, always stay with your parents, and then you can go outside, look at some cool stuff. Let's check it out. Now, we all know what trees are, of course. They're right here out in nature. This one actually fell down, so we have a rare opportunity to actually be able to see what goes on underneath. So this is what is underneath a tree that grows. So you may know, for our older kids in Goddard, they may know that trees have roots. These are the tree's roots that we can see directly. You can even see the really bigger ones down here. You can see how the wood curls with it. All the smaller roots, tree roots, are actually not that big. You have my hand for scale here, and even smaller. All these right here, it's just they do have the bigger roots too, of course. Like this one down here, we got this guy all the way down here, and we got the even bigger ones. Let's see if we can find one like this one right here. This is a pretty hefty one, almost the same thickness as an arm, but this one must have fallen down during a storm. It's kind of a neat chance to be able to see all these systems. A tree has big roots, small roots, all sorts, but they have a lot, and that's how they get their moisture and their food from the soil down here. Now this fallen tree got chopped up a little bit, as you can see right here, so that way they can divide up the wood, so that way it's safer. They're probably going to remove it out of the area so that way it's not a danger to anyone or animals. But this also gives us a chance to see inside of the tree. And you can see, it might be hard to see with the camera, but you can see the rings going around, and that's how you can tell how old a tree is. So we have like multiple rings going on. This is a very old tree. It's very dry too, so it's a little harder to see. But there's trees like there's trees, all of them have rings like this. We've got all sorts of cuts, so you can see throughout the rest of the tree here. This one here too, you can see the rings on it as well. It's kind of neat. Another really cool thing we don't get to see very often is the bark of the tree, and this one actually kind of peeled right off because of this tree's age. It didn't have any moisture, so you can kind of see on this stick where the inside of the tree is and where the bark starts right there. That's kind of what this is, except it just kind of peeled off clean, so it's more like a case that protects the inside of a tree, so you can really get a good look at the inside. It's not super thick. You can kind of see it a little bit right there, comparing to like my finger here. It's about not even as thick as my nail. But yeah, you can find all sorts of things like this to learn about your surroundings, learn about the planet that you live on, just from a little nature walk. And it gets you some exercise, gets you out of the house, as long as you keep your distance from other people respectfully. I'm going to keep walking now and see if there's anything else I can find to show you guys. Sorry, I found something pretty cool. Check it out. So we have water coming out of the reservoir right there. I don't know if I'm aiming it right. And check this out. We've got a lot of plants growing out of this water. I wanted to show this all to you because our friends might not know that plants can actually grow out of water too, not just dirt. There's always going to be a little bit of soil. In this case, it looks like there's a lot of algae and moss, but a lot of this is growing out of that instead of out of just plain old soil. So you can still find plants, all sorts of things in the water as well. Well, that's all I got for you guys today. I was hoping maybe we could find some animals, but maybe another time. Thank you for joining me on my nature walk, and I hope all my Goddard families are staying safe and happy, and I will see you on the next video.